YouTube, what's good, everybody? We'd like to welcome y'all to another brand spanking new edition of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel. Definitely got to bring another one here for your head top. And of course, guys, you already know how this works, man. It is your boy, Real. Joining me is the man who stood between Luca and Terrence Mann on the court today. And that's my boy, King. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. I wish we could have got this game, but it is what it is. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into it tonight, guys. As y'all know, man, it was a tight one for the Dallas Mavericks tonight. Like King said, we're definitely gonna get into it. But before we get into it, guys, let me go ahead and give you a rundown. If you are new to the show, we usually give you our overall reactions. We give you our positives. We give you our negatives. We give out the game balls, no matter wins or losses. And then the most important part of the show goes to you guys. We address your questions and your comments. We post them throughout the show, but we will address them at the end of the show. Now, with all that being said, man, we're about to get ready to get into it. Of course, you guys know the Dallas Mavericks lose a tight one to the Clippers, 97-99. Um, when they held them to under 100 points, so I guess that's a positive, but we're definitely going to get into that. Let's go ahead and look at the top performers here. Reggie Jackson was the top performer for the Clippers with 24, 5, and 8. And, of course, Luka with another monster game, 45, 15, and 8. All right, man, let's go ahead and get into these stats, man. It's very important today. Of course, the Clippers shot over 50%. That's not going to do it for the defense. And Dallas free throws, man. We got to definitely talk about the Dallas Mavericks free throws. And, of course, them shooting from the field, 41% from the field, man, that was a positive for the Clippers. They did their part by holding them to 41% from the field. They shot pretty well from three, but just not enough to win this game. All right, King, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Go ahead and give us your overall reaction for this game tonight.
Um, I got three main things to talk about. Well, four, I guess. I guess I'll start with a positive. Luka Doncic owns the Clippers.
Yes, it does.
I guess we no longer have to talk about that. This is just getting ridiculous. These numbers he's putting up against the Los Angeles Clippers.
Right.
Two, turnovers. I felt like turnovers hurt us, especially Luka, in that second quarter, especially. And that's going to lead to my third point. A bunch of guys not trying to do too much, and in the long run, not doing enough. If that makes sense. The guys were out there trying to do too much, not doing their roles, doing a little something else, and they couldn't get the simple stuff done as far as the way they played with Luka. I guess Luka showed why he can't always get 50 points. He showed me because he has to get his guys involved. When guys aren't involved, we're gonna, I guess, touch on the individual players today, and it was just those main things, man. I think did I say free throw shooting? I'm sorry if I didn't say that was the other main thing. Free throw shooting. We made our free throws today. We'd have won the game. Simple as that. So just a tough one. I think Denver won again tonight. Just letting Utah separate away from us a little bit more. But it's a tough loss, man. Doesn't really make me feel like too disheartened and all. Not yet, but I didn't like the way, like I said, guys have been the past two games. It's been less of a team flow. I think that 50-pointer and kind of took the team out of what they were normally doing. So I think they were a little off, and they got to turn that around real quick with Miami coming up. But yeah, man, just another game, just the L. I guess they wanted to get a W after Luka embarrassed them the game before. So it is what it is. I thought it'd be a blowout, but guys just weren't there to play, I feel like, today. And the guys from the Clippers did. Marcus Morris was making some ridiculous shots today. And Terrence Mann made some awesome shots as well. Reggie Jackson was clutch for them again against us. So I'm ready to see Spencer and Bertans as well. So I think Spencer Dinwiddie would have been an excellent piece for us tonight if we could have had him. So that's basically it, man. I don't want to give up too much time, but I just thought it was a game we could have won. Free throws would have just did it. Even after all of that, we still got him under 100 points, and free throws would have put us over the top.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of go back to what I was saying last video with the Clippers, man. That's why I said do not overlook the Clippers. I understand they're in the eighth seed. I understand they were like 2 or 3 games under 500. I understand they don't have Kawhi. They don't have Paul George. They still have Ty Lue, who's an underrated coach, and they still are one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they're still one of the best 3 point shooting teams in the league. And it showed tonight, even without Norman Powell, who was pretty much their lead scorer since he got traded over there, they still show that they can hang with the Mavericks. And the thing with the Mavericks, I know we're going to address this probably in the positives and the negatives of the fact that their offense just didn't show up today. And you kind of addressed it, the fact that Luka had to go out here and score 45, and then he also had to score 51 in the last game. And I think it was to the point that the Clippers kind of just let him get his points and then just kind of contain everybody else. And they did a pretty good job with that. Held Dallas to 97 points, 41% from the field. So there's a lot of negatives in this game I want to address, man. I think I saw one of the commenters kind of say that what I'm going to address here in a minute on the negatives. But yeah, it was a game that Dallas had a chance to win, like you said. Just a lot of turnovers and free throws, man. They just didn't capitalize on it, and you kind of give your hats off to the Clippers on that one, man. Like I said, they are a very good defensive team, a very underrated defensive team. The stats show that they are a good defensive team, and Dallas just came in here and just laid a dud on it, man. They should have just took care of business. You played this team before, it's not like you're not familiar with this team. You just played them a couple of days ago, and on top of that, you played them multiple times in the playoffs, and you've had these type of battles with them. And it's like you should get up for these games and be prepared for these games. But it's like Dallas teams still had the same issues against this team, no matter who's out there.
Yeah.
And to me, man, it's kind of like it is what it is type of situation, because it's something that I've told you before. This is why I don't put my full faith in this team just yet, because it's games like this they kind of keep reverting back to, and then one team that y'all just can't get over the hump on, even over the hump with, even though they don't have their two best players, you still have the same issues. And like I said, there's a lot of negatives in this game I want to get into, but King, is there any positives you want to get into in this game?
Yeah, a few positives. JB was able to score against the Clippers defense. This was like the first time I've seen him maybe get a crack 20 against this version of the Clippers. Luka, we talked about his turnovers and all, but he had a ridiculous fourth quarter. I felt like that early in the game they were just playing them differently, but I know a lot of mistakes and all happened throughout the game. Luka did, but that game was close, man. I think the only shot he missed in the fourth quarter was that three at the end of the game.
Yeah,
It felt like every shot he was shooting in the fourth quarter, I mean, everything, man, was going in. Like he was just coming down three, whatever you needed. Hey, we went on a little run and got a little and one play, and Luka would come back down and shoot a three. He got us in a position to win. He took the shot he wanted. He was just a little to the left. I feel like he was a little to the right. It would have been swish. But yeah, man, him and also the sniper, man. The sniper still being the sniper. Reggie Bullock is still putting up, shooting flamethrowers right now. I'm loving the way he's playing. They're probably my main three. And I know they shot 60-something%, but we still controlled the pace, I feel like, because we still, like I say, held them under 100 points. So it was 60, but it was, I don't know how to explain it. It was a rivalry. It was a rivalry game. It felt like they didn't like each other. I like Luka stepping in Terrence Mann's face, and challenging him to come to him and all. I liked all that. They got a little rivalry going on. I don't know why Terrence Mann even does that.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like
I have no clue.
45. Stop, bro. What are we doing?
Man. But
no disrespect, man. He balling too, but you're not on Luka's level, man.
Luka's I told you, man. I told you this a few videos ago. Luka Doncic, I feel like is playing like the best basketball player in the NBA right now. I still, even with this loss, that fourth quarter we just saw, we were one shot away from being in this video just like going crazy, saying he scored 99 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
He still scored
91. Was it 93 or 90, was 91?
96, I think. Right? Because he 45 and 51, 96.
Yeah. You're right. 96.
So he still did 96 points in 2 games. That's a ridiculous average. So yeah, man. They're the main positives. Luka, JB did his thing, and the sniper. That's really the only positives I can take. Because when we're going on the board of the negatives, everyone else basically falls in that category.
Oh
So
my God, yes they do.
yeah,
I'm with you. I'm giving, of course, the positives. Man, I thought Luke was gonna pull this one off single handedly, man, and it just looked too familiar with okay the other team not showing up, so Luke got to bail us out, which is what I my. You heard me talk about this. I know people always get on me about being the guy who just not all the way in yet, and like I said, it's games like this is why I'm not 100% just okay. I'm all in and putting my whole entire faith, putting all the chips at the middle of the table, all that stuff. It's because of games like this. Because we have guys who are very nice pieces, but they're not guys that are going to add consistency as far as helping to carry the offensive load for Luca, which is why us having Spencer Dinwiddie is very, very, very important because we've seen Spencer do not to the level of Luca, but somewhat what Luca can do as far as carrying the offense. You know what I'm saying? So that way, Luca's sitting on the bench, you still have a guy who can carry the offensive load on a consistent basis.
absolutely.
And so having him, it would have been nice to have him in this game tonight.
Yeah,
And so for Luca to come out and do what he did, and like you said, the others besides Reggie and Jalen just not showing up, which I know, like I said, we're gonna get into that in a minute with the negatives and stuff. It just is reasons why I just can't put 100% faith in this team. And another that's part of my negative. I gotta get into something else, but that's part of the negatives. But yeah, JB kind of turned it around probably from would you say the second quarter on down. It's probably when he kind of turned around like second half of the second quarter and on down.
I, first quarter, I told you he had you say it's a quiet. It was like a quiet 11, I think, in the first quarter. I believe it was
Was that
he was
second?
leading
I thought it was
score.
second. I thought it was the second quarter.
I,
He had
I thought it was first quarter where he was leading us in scoring. I thought he started off getting like 11 and all, and then
okay. I think yeah, you did. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said
but
that.
that was JB
And
main thing, and then he made a few other buckets and all. So
then Reggie playing the Tim Hardaway role, the role that we thought Tim Hardaway could play.
yeah, it
Uh,
was
he
just
he was single handedly kind of keeping us afloat. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So Luka could go in there and do his thing or whatever. But yeah,
The big three did their thing. The role players just role players had a bad game today. I mean, they had a bad two games really. Luca bailed them out the first one. This, I mean, I don't take too much into it. Like I said, Spencer Dinwiddie, it's a guy that's gotten 40 points in
yeah,
multiple games in his
yes.
career off the dribble. Like I'm telling you, I just that Spencer Dinwiddie sound is I think is going to be a blessing for us in general.
I listen. Um, I've been saying that about the Spencer Dinwiddie thing. This is why I like that pickup. Like I said, not raving about it, not saying it's the greatest pickup of all time, but he's the kind of player that you need on this team because we've always been asking that Luka just needs that one guy that can help consistently carry this team on offense, which is why we were kind of wishing that we got a DeMar DeRozan because now you got two heavy hitters on the team that you don't know who to try to switch on to stop or whatever. You got two guys that no matter what you do to them, you can't stop them.
Yep.
Especially both of these guys being good mid-range scorers. Dinwiddie's a very good. Dinwiddie can score, but
Yeah,
he's
he can
also a
just
good mid-range scorer. You know what I'm saying? And so you need a guy like that, man, to just take that pressure off of Luka, man. A consistent scorer on his team.
yeah. And Luca could have played off ball in that last possession if you had Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, and
You,
you know what's funny about that? You said that. I thought about that in that
mm,
moment. It's like
yep,
because you saw how the Clippers played them. It
yep,
put three guys on. We already know who's shooting the ball,
yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Like if you had another guy, I'm not saying like you got to be on footing with Luca, but just be a threat enough to like, damn, we don't know who's gonna get the ball.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be Spencer or is it gonna be Luca? You know what I mean? Like you might think it's gonna be Luca, but oh, we just tricked you. Now it's Spencer.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say like with Chicago. I know we keep talking about DeMar DeRozan, but that's a perfect example. You got two guys on that team. Any one of those guys can be a closer,
yeah,
and that's what we need on this team. You just need that one person. That's all we need. That can just take that pressure off of Luca in those type of moments, just like that. Because like I said, in that moment, you had three guys sticking Luca on that last shot, which he didn't have time to kind of
yeah,
get it and just step in a little bit closer to shoot the game winner. He shot it for like 40 feet out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where Spencer comes in. You got anything else you want to add with the positives?
Nah, it's about that time.
Oh, look, man, you want to take a deep breath before you go in, man? You was you ready? Okay, you just going in cold turkey. Look, all right, then. Go ahead, take it away, King. What you got, man?
Everything else about this game was a negative, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else. If I
Yeah,
didn't name it in the positive, everything else was a negative. I even thought, what's his name? your boy Frank Ntilikina was coming in and gonna give us a little spark for a second. He came in and gave us one bucket. He did like
Literally
two
a
steals.
second. Literally a
Yeah,
second.
he gave us two steals like in back-to-back possessions and all. And then once he missed that
Man.
three, he was gone.
No, what he do before he missed that three?
What came
Turn
down
the
and did the
ball over.
turnover? Yeah.
Yep.
What he that was miscommunication, I think, in between all of them. But yeah, he turned the ball over and then he missed the three. Yeah, nobody else stepped up at all, did anything. They just packed it up and they watched. And even like in that second quarter, where Luka was getting a bunch of turnovers, I felt like everybody was standing still just watching.
Yep.
Nobody was moving, so Luka was getting caught up, getting triple teamed, and he could still not get the ball to anyone. And Luka doesn't. When he gets triple teamed, somebody's open and he can get the ball to him. But guys just weren't moving. They were just standing still, expecting Luka to be heroic again in those times. And he, like I said, he got the heroics going on in the fourth quarter, but by then it shouldn't have been that far of a game. We shouldn't have been clawing back. Luka was missing free throws. That free throw, this team in free throws, man. Like,
oh my god,
we gotta fix that. It's been a couple of years now. That has to fix. Again, I think that's because of Luka. Luka's a big part. He shoots the most free throws by far. He's one of the most, shoots some of the most in the league.
right.
He's probably in the top 5 or so. So if he's shooting bad from the free throw line, then the team is going to look the team shooting bad either way. So other guys can't miss shots if Luka's not. And Luka gets too many he gets too many free throws. They're easy buckets for him to just not be able to knock them down. He can make so many difficult shots, but just those free throws, man.
I was just about to say. I was thinking that when you said that.
So many difficult shots, but just free throws, man. But yeah, everybody, man. Like, you can go on the board and pick them out. Like, Maxey had 0 points. That's horrible. Frank had 2 points. He played 12 minutes. Josh Green had 2 points. He played 20 minutes. Dwight Powell gave you 6 points. They played that lob today. They've been playing it pretty recently too. That lob with Dwight Powell and Luka, and Dodo only gave you 3 points. Like, that's just unacceptable for no one else to give you over 6 points, which was Dwight Powell, and then no one else giving you over 3 points. And it's been the same story these past 2 games. So it's an adjustment J Kidd has to make. Do I believe he will make it? Yes, I do. It's why not? He's done it all year. Sucks that we lost this one, having a tough one coming up next.
Yeah,
Miami. But you know how it is, man. As soon as we sitting here like, this is wild, they set themselves up for a crazy loss again. Mavs gonna go out here and hold Miami to under 100 or something like that and just do what they do. Like I said, I'm never surprised. Luka's still on this train right now. Miami has to find a way to deal with him. They have guards too, a bunch of guards that can go out there and play him and body him up. But I just think he's, again, playing like the best player in the NBA right now. So I don't think anybody's going to stop him. And John Morant's kind of cooled off right now. And I hope he gets better, but he also hurt his ankle, I believe, today.
Oh, okay.
So, it's just Luka's time, man, to take a step forward. And I know we're talking about negatives, but everything else was negative. I can't really just keep everything about this game was negative other than those big 3 that we had. That's it.
Well, you did. You said it a whole lot nicer than I'm about to say it. So let me start with, well, who can I start with, man? It's just so much out of this. Pretty much everybody. So let's start with the bench. Once again, I know I talked about this guy already. This is why Spencer Dinwiddie and, like you said, I think Darvish are going to be important to this team because we need somebody to score. And so if you had those 2 guys coming off the bench, that can add some type of a scoring punch off the bench. They scored 2 points in the first half.
Yeah.
The bench,
I know.
2 points.
Yeah.
That's a huge negative.
Huge.
And so let's get into some of these numbers. Like you kind of highlighted some of them already. You had Maxey. You had Jalen Green, Josh Green. You had Ntilikina. You had Dodo. Those guys combined for, let's see if I get my math here right. They combined for 7 points.
Yep.
7 points.
Yeah.
That's what are you supposed to do with that?
One more than Dwight.
On top of that, not only that, Dorian played 39 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Powell played 26 minutes and got you 9 points.
6.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 26 minutes got you 6 points. I'm sorry. He got you 9 rebounds.
Got you 9 rebounds, though.
Yeah, got you 6 points. Dorian got you 3 points in 39 minutes. Let's see who else. Cleaver got you 0 points in 21 minutes.
Yeah.
Josh Green got you 2 points in 20 minutes. And of course, Frank got you 2 points in 11 minutes. Now, like you said, there were times that they were going down there. A lot of guys playing out of character. There's a lot of times that they're trying to go down the court and take on 3 guys on fast breaks. I seen Frank do it. I seen Josh do it. And I seen Dodo do it.
Dodo.
What are you guys doing? If you see that the Clippers are getting the momentum, let's slow it down and get a correct play going.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Let's get a correct play going. They didn't do that. And I'm just like, it was too many opportunities when Josh Green was just like, he had kind of like scratching your head, like, what are you doing? That's not your game. Wait. Kick it to Luka and let him set you up properly. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like he rushed a couple shots. Like I said, trying to take 2 or 3 guys off the dribble on a fast break by himself. And it's just like, oh my God. Dallas shot themselves in the foot tonight.
Yeah.
They shot themselves in the foot with the turnovers, missing wide open shots, and guys just not capitalizing on opportunities when he had the chance. Now, we got to go to Luka. Luka was the man tonight, but Luka had 7 turnovers in the third quarter. Yeah. By the third quarter, he had 7 turnovers. At that time, Dallas had 11. You had 7 of those turnovers. Yep. Now, like you said, that might have been due to the fact that people were standing around. It might have been it. But it kind of goes to the fact that it felt like Luka was trying to do too much or trying to carry the team at that time because nobody else was doing anything.
Yep.
And it's like, that's when you guys need to, kid, either timeout. Let's reel these guys in. Listen, let's go back to what got you guys in the position that you're in now as far as, look, you being close to the 4th seed in the West. You guys were known for passing the ball. Balls constantly moving. It felt like the ball stuck a lot tonight to the point that once it got stuck, Clippers started going up to at least, I think he got it to like 10 points. Luka got going there and play hero ball. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it was reverting back to the old ways of the Rick Carlisle days when it was just Luka and y'all just stand there. I got you. Just stand there and be ready for the ball if I need to kick it out to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, a lot of that had to do with a lot of the, like we say, like Shaq would say, the others not stepping up when we need them to step up. And hopefully we get these 2 guys that we just got from the Washington Wizards to help us on the offensive end. Because, like you said, they held them to 100 points, even though they still shot over 50% from the field. But they did hold them to, what was it?
99.
No. They held them to 31% on threes. Yeah. Like, Dallas didn't do pretty good on holding teams on threes, but they still shot 51% from the field, which means they were getting to the basket. And there's a huge glaring hole in this team, King.
Yeah.
We need a big man. This is just one team we played without a big man. The rotation was Powell and Maxey. And you remember I asked you in the last video, do you think that Boban was going to play? I feel like if you had kind of threw Boban in there, I'm not saying go in there and play 30 minutes like he did in the playoffs, but play him in like little small baby spurts just to kind of get Zubac off the boards. And they didn't do that. You trusted these 2 guys who KP couldn't even hold this guy. And you got these 2 undersized big men to try to stop Zubac. Man, Zubac can have a field day in there, and he did that. Even though we thought that, okay, you put Luka in there to play him off the court, that didn't even help. Because Luka didn't take it enough to the basket, and when he did, you had Clipper players collapsing on him in the paint.
J. Kidd needs to play Boban whenever Zubac is out there.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. When the Clippers end up going small and playing like Nicholas Batum or somebody at the center, that's when you take Boban out the game. Yes. Like that should be because Zubac's not shooting.
And Maxey can thrive against that type of line.
Yes. That's when you shouldn't. That's my opinion as far as doing it. I think you should play Boban when it's Zubac out there. Like Zubac can't handle that, especially even that pick and roll with Luka and Boban. I don't think Zubac can really defend that at all. So, man, these boys.
And then that the whole it showed in the playoffs with Luka and Boban in that pick and roll that you're talking about. It was effective. They couldn't stop it last year. So I don't know why Jason Kidd is not going for that, man. Like you just need some type of size to put on Zubac out there. Because like I said, Maxey and not Dodo, Maxey and the White, that's not enough. It's not enough.
It seems like J. Kidd isn't a fan of Boban. But he wasn't a fan of KP either. But I got a question for you though. You still think we shouldn't have Dragic? like so. Let me give you a picture of it. Say we cut Trey Burke and we sign Dragic, right?
Yeah,
We could actually still sit Luca and JB at the same time
and have
and
Dragic.
have instead of having Trey Burke and Frank Ntilikina out there, like you still have Frank when you need Frank for the defensive purposes, but
Right.
you'd have Spencer Dinwiddie and Dragic playing the two guards against the other team's second unit. I think that's pretty nasty. That's just my opinion. I think if the Mavs have an opportunity to get Dragic, they should. Like that's those are too good of guards. Like your guard lineup is one of the best in the league as far as just complete guard from top to bottom, bench and starting unit. I just think is amazing. I would go for it, just me personally.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. Dallas has one spot that they can cut, right?
Hmm.
Let's just say hypothetically. I don't know the situation, but chances are I know they probably do got one spot they can cut. Do you go after Dragic or do you try to go for a big in the buyout market?
So they can only cut one.
Yeah.
It's a rule where they can only cut one more.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, like I'm just throwing it out there. Let's say, like, the other contract is only like one other contract on the team that you could cut
I
without it
feel you.
affecting the cap and all that stuff.
Well, I'm gonna answer it. I'll answer it two ways. I'll answer with two answers, I guess. I feel like the two guys that can be cut are Sterling Brown and Trey Burke. I think if you cut Sterling Brown, you get a big guy. If you cut Trey Burke, you go for Dragic. That's my opinion on what they should do. I think they should go for both of them though. If they could cut both of them and get a big guy and Dragic, like I know it sounds crazy to say, we might have to go get a DeAndre Jordan. I know, hey, but I'm just letting you know it's just to have that
You know, it's funny.
prize, man.
I was just about to ask you because I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, just
What
just
are
to have
names
the
that's going to be
prize.
out there that you hear is going to be cut as a big man?
Probably DeAndre Jordan. That's
Oh my god.
probably hey the Drummond still is under contract
Yeah.
and he's over
I don't
there.
think they're gonna cut him.
Nah, they absolutely. I think Brooklyn gonna use him. They're gonna love him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you probably gotta go with the DeAndre Jordan again for a veteran's minimum, and then hope he can just give you something. He can. I mean, maybe he can at least. I think.
On defense, man.
Yeah, our issue. I feel like not really with the defense at the center position though. I worry more about the rebounding at the center position. Like I know Zubac went off and all of that, but I just hate that it's so many times where they were like second chance buckets at big times, and it's like, man, why don't we just have a big guy that can just grab the rebound? Like that's my main thing. So if DeAndre Jordan has anything left in the tank as far as rebounding the ball, go ahead and get him. We need a rebound. I want a guy that can get us 10 rebounds a game. I would love that. If somehow some week somebody can do it.
DeAndre Jordan.
What other choice?
Do you cut one of your guys? You cut a Sterling Brown for DeAndre Jordan? That's the question.
Yes, I would.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Is
that where we at now?
Yeah, we need something at the center position, and unless you really think Sterling Brown about to come back and lock it down for us and all, then okay. But if you don't think he's
I don't even know what's wrong with Sterling Brown.
well, I don't know either. So I mean, that means availability isn't available anymore. So
Sound about right.
Some point, man, like
Oh my god.
I just wouldn't leave Dragic out there, man. Like I think they're making a mistake if they let the Lakers pick him up. Like you can never have too many bodies, man. You can never have too many. It's going to be opportunities like this where going Dragic could have been great.
Right.
You just take the talent you can get, and going Dragic seems like he's professional enough, to sit down if he needs to sit down for a second and all. I think he knows what his role is here with the Mavericks. I think he would know. So I think you go for him, man. Like there's no way.
Like I don't mind. I told you I don't mind getting Dragic, but I just see this glaring hole with that big man, and it showed in these 2 games against Zubac, man.
Yeah.
And I wish we knew who else was like kind of on. They've kind of been whispering who's gonna be on the buyout market as far as a bid. Because matter of fact, what? Never mind. I was gonna say because Marquise Chris is hurt.
Yeah.
That was another big. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing too. Like if you saw Marquise Chris was hurt, then why didn't you play Boban? See what I'm saying? Like
JK don't like Boban, man.
I'm starting to believe you might be right, bro. You might be right.
He's not a Boban fan. Not many of him like him. like as a
Yeah,
guy,
I don't
but
think
just not a fan of his game.
yeah, there you go. God, I don't know, man. God, I don't know. They got to do something about that center position. This is gonna come back and bite us, man.
It
Well,
is.
at least we know what Dallas' main concern going to be over the
Yeah,
offseason.
it is. But we that's how we down to one. So remember, it was the question of defense, playmaking, and a big guy at the position.
Mm-hmm.
We done basically almost filled every hole except for the big man.
Except for the big man, yeah.
We down to the big man now. That's it.
Oh, matter of fact, you want me to ask you this question now, or you want to wait till you want to get the game ball out of the way?
Either or. You can ask me if it's
Okay.
on your tongue.
Okay, let's get the game ball out the way, man. Who you giving the game ball to? Luca. Okay,
Look,
next. Not playing.
next, let's go. You can ask me the question.
Yeah, I'm Luca too, man. I'm Luca too. All right, man. Question. So, did you hear about there was this rumor that Phoenix was thinking about trading DeAndre Ayton for Domantas Sabonis?
No, I didn't hear about it, but I
Oh, you
could
hear?
believe
I
it.
thought I sent that to you.
I could. You probably did, but that's my fault. But I didn't. But I could believe it though. So that is a big guy that I'd watch out for this summer.
Thank you.
He didn't.
You already know where I was going. You already knew where I was
he
going.
did not get paid by Phoenix for a reason.
There you go.
I don't think Phoenix is going to pay him max.
They don't
money.
want to. It's not that they don't want to pay him. Their gap in payment is like this far apart. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not coming anywhere close to an agreement on that because Phoenix feels like, okay, you had this one, maybe two good seasons, and now you want this Luka Trae Young contract. Well, these guys have been doing it pretty much since they got into the league. You know what I'm saying? And so, but DeAndre Ayton thinks that he's on the level with those guys because he just went to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, to the finals or whatever. And so,
you think Phoenix would take THJ
for Ayton?
Not straight up for Ayton. Not straight up.
Yeah. It had to be him or somebody else.
Yeah, I think Phoenix might take. You might be able to convince Phoenix to take THJ.
Man, listen, man, because I thought about that when I saw that because I remember like earlier this year they had those conversations about, man, like Phoenix was not paying, didn't get the contract extension done and all this type of stuff because like I said, DeAndre pretty much is eligible to get that same contract like Trae Young and them, but they didn't want to pay him that because they felt like he only had like 2 good seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
And so when that news came out, I started thinking to myself, we need a big. Phoenix don't want to pay him.
Don't they have 3 max guys? Is Mikal Bridges a max for what
he could get? Mikal just got maxed out. That's the other thing.
They got 3 max guys. They can't pay him.
Yeah.
Phoenix not that big of a market.
Or they're going to be over the luxury, and you know how the owner is.
They're going to be well over the luxury. They're probably already at the cap right now. And if they're not going to pay. They're not going to pay DeAndre Ayton the max money. There's no way. Unless they get rid of some guys on the team. That's the only way. So somebody's going to be available. They got to win the championship this year.
Man, listen. I know I've been saying Zach LaVine. I don't know if we'll. I don't know. We probably I feel like Aiden will probably be a better chance to go after the Zach LaVine. If that makes sense. Like I want Zach LaVine. You know I want Zach LaVine, but
I think I'd rather have DeAndre.
I'm just saying.
With the acquisition of, especially with the acquisition of Spencer Dinwiddie. Yeah. And if he becomes anything close to what I think he could be,
give Spencer a full offseason with this team.
Yeah. Hell, even Spencer, if Spencer and Jalen can match Zach LaVine, if both of those can match Zach LaVine, and we can get a DeAndre Ayton, I think that's a better position than going for Zach LaVine right now with all these guards.
Yeah,
we need the big guy, the rebound. I think DeAndre. He's another one of those guys that'll put us over the top. With this team right here, in the middle right here, that's a championship level team right now.
And not only that, DeAndre's defense has gotten way better since he got in the league.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's an offensive force, and he's a rebounder, and he's a shot alterer. So, listen, I'm saying it now, Glow Gang. That's who I want to go after. After all this news we getting out of there, and everybody knows that Phoenix does not like paying their players. That's always been their knock over years since they got this owner here. Yeah. And the way things are looking right now between DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix organization, I would go after DeAndre Ayton. Find a way to try to get him, man. I would trade a Maxey or somebody for DeAndre Ayton. I'm sorry, bro. I love
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, I love you.
Absolutely.
But I got chunk to do so. Like you said, throw like a Maxey, a Tim Hardaway, somebody like that, man, just
Oh,
to kind
that'd
of
be
get
great. Oh, you just
man.
made
Listen,
some noise. Maxie and Tim Hardaway. Yep.
yeah,
There you go.
man. Let me ask you
There
a
you go.
question. Would you do a first round pick?
Yes.
The
Yes.
25th pick? I mean, the 25th?
Yes, I'd give it up because
25?
we're done with our picks. This is the last year for New York, right? You said
No, next year,
next year.
23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like keep feeling like it's this year.
No,
But
we have our pick. We have our pick this year, so
this year,
it'll be
okay.
next year. That last pick. Yeah.
I'd still give it up. I'd still give it up for a lineup for Spencer, Luca. You can play Dodo at the 4, then play Luca at the 3, and play Spencer and JB as your 2 guards. Or you can put you can leave Reggie in there. You can play Dodo and Reggie at the 2 forwards. Luca, yeah.
Or
yes.
just keep Spence off the bench. Keep him on the bench.
That's what I said. You keep Reggie
keep this line up with
Reggie and Dorian. Yes, that's a trade. Yes,
I do that in a heartbeat. That'll fill so many holes. And then on top of that, he plays major minutes, so you got to worry about trying to split minutes with anybody, man, and having to worry about that middle piece. This guy can be that guy that can play for 35 minutes. Kid gonna play him 35 minutes. He young too,
and you can feed him in the post. He can actually make moves in the post.
Hold on, I'm sorry. You said what now? He can do what now?
He can make moves in the post and score.
Hold on.
Those moves that Zubac was doing, those little hooks and all, like it was like just automatic. When he has a little guy on him, he can do that. Oh man, you need to talk.
I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this right. I've never had a big man that can do these things you're talking about. So you're saying this big man can move his feet and actually do post moves. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this to you. If we get DeAndre Ayton, he'll be the best center the Mavericks ever had.
I would not argue with it.
He'd be the greatest center the Mavericks ever had.
I would probably have to agree with that, bro. I would have to agree with that.
And I think he should come over here and do it. Why not? Why not do it with Luka Doncic?
Would he be better than Eric Dampier?
You pushing it with Eric Dampier, man.
Second best center in the league, bro. He's talking about.
He shut down Shaq though in the finals, though.
Yeah, second best center in the league.
He shut down Shaq in the finals, though. I ain't going to Eric, you get your one praise. That 2006 where we lost, that's where the decline of Shaq happened in that finals. I watched you.
That's when he got it. That's when Dampier got exposed so much, man. They killed him on them pick and rolls, man. I was like, oh my god, no kneecaps, bro. That's the only dude I knew that couldn't bend his knees, bro. I was just.
He shut down Shaq though. Shaq wasn't doing much in the finals at all.
Man, he wasn't doing much either.
He was doing
more. So let's get in. You got anything else you want to add, bro? Before
no, it's a simple game, man. We can get to these questions to hurry this up.
All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your time of the show. This is King's favorite part right here, man. We are about to get into your comments and your questions. So if you got any more comments or questions, guys, go ahead and get them in now. We finna get this thing popping. Here we go. So you got water, bro. I didn't bring nothing upstairs with me. All right, man. I gotta scroll all the way back up here, and here you go.
Let's go, Ben.
All right, man. Ben Price says every starter for the Clippers was a negative, yet the bench players of them were high positives. Yep. Simple when Lucas sat the second quarter, couldn't do jack, and I don't know what that word is, man.
Hemorrhage points.
Oh, hemorrhage. Okay, my bad. I can't see that. So yeah, they that's a good point, Ben, because if that's the part that kind of made me mad. So like I said, my mind went back to here we go again. Luka got you in there. He sits on the bench. That's when I think they had was that the part when they went by 10 points? Or was that I was like 7 or 8, I think. It was 7 or 8.
No, it was 10 in the fourth quarter. It was like 7 or 8. You're right.
Yeah, 7 or 8 at that time. Yeah, so that's when I was like, "Yep, here we go again." You just need that guy that you sit him down. You got this other guy that's gonna carry the load or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And get you instant buckets, and that's what Spencer Dinwiddie can do. And so, but yeah, what you got on that, man?
I just I'm not gonna go too heavy on it yet. I know you go back into this is the same team over and over again, Rel, when we do this, but I'm not going to do it yet because it hasn't been much of a pattern this year, I feel like. So it is what it is. Like Role players having a little bad game against the Clippers right now. Okay, let's see what they do against Miami. They might come back around and switch it up. Like they're all do their bad game. So that's why I said I'm not really taking too much on this game. It is. We could have still won, and if we made free throws, we'd have won the game. It is what it is with the free throws. That's true. So I'm good. I just hope it's not a new pattern and all. So I'll be checking them out big time during the next game against Miami.
Still, just so we still need that guy though.
Yeah, we do. I'm not disagreeing with you. We do. I just don't. I'm not going to take it heavy on the team yet. Like they lost this game, but I mean, you lose games against teams. Like you got to lose. We just went on like what a 4-game win streak or so. Like
so, King is the Clippers a free bingo space.
Yes, every time we play them, I'll say that because I hate the Clippers. I hate
them too. Bro, you text me and I was like, "You talking about Terrence Mann, bro? Terrence Mann is the new Pat Bev. He's my official new Pat Bev. I can't stand everybody who know me know I can't stand Pat Beverly, bro.
Did anybody see
that dude?
Did you see that Jalen Brunson getting fouled and they gave him a technical foul?
Yeah. Oh my
getting
God,
pushed in the side. What is that? Like he got pushed in the side and they gave him a technical foul.
Bruh. So this is the second game in a row where Dallas got an offensive a flagrant, and you sitting there scratching your head like, what the hell are y'all looking at? Remember the last game was Maxey. Yep. You talk about Maxey cocked his hand back and swung when he went straight up with his hand.
Yep. And hit his
what are you looking at? Then in this one, he's flinging and body is flailing, and he accidentally pokes him in the eye, and they get a flagrant for that.
Yeah.
And I'm done. Like, what are these referees looking at?
Man, I was really
Jesus Christ. So look, now on, if you get fouled, keep your hands on the side of your body, keep your legs straight, and just plop on the ground without touching anybody. Next time you get fouled. I'm just like, oh my God, are you serious? You got a flagrant foul for getting fouled.
I thought they were gonna call it on Dodo too. I was scared because even
I did too.
I said, and I'm like, come on, he hit his arm, man. Like he hit his arm. He didn't hit his arm.
That's what Maxey did the last game.
They pulled his arm. I'm like, they about to call a flagrant on this guy. I don't care if you wind up. If you hit the guy's arm, you're making a play on the ball from not to score.
And you can look at his head and his eyes. He was looking at the ball as he was trying to swing at it.
This is wild, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I'm still caught up on the part where he said he cocked his hand back and swung. When did he cock his hand back? He went straight up.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are y'all, man? Oh my God. Like I said, we don't normally have to get on the referees, man, but Jesus Christ, bro. Like,
yeah, the refs been rough the last
handful of games. Yes, bro. God. My bad, y'all. We didn't mean to get on that rant. But yeah. All right, so Benz also says I hate Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann, and Marcus Morris so much. I swear they all turn into Kobe when they play us and hit every tough contested shot given to them. Yes, bro. Tough night if the bench could. He said if the bench could. Where were you? Oh, here it is. This is part 2-parter. He said the bench could score more than 2 points. Yeah, man. We might actually have won this with Luka hitting everything in the fourth quarter. Please, Dinwiddie and Bertrand, save our team scoring. We need a center desperately. Yes, we do, man. Yes, we do.
Do me a favor, y'all, in the comments. If you feel like Luka playing the best basketball in the NBA right now, type Y, man. Type that in the comments. Let me see what y'all think. Or type N for no.
No. Yeah, type Y or type N for no, man. If you think he's
Y for yes, if you think he's playing the best basketball in the NBA right now, and N for no.
All right, man. So La said, today I believe that what made the difference was the bench. We weren't hitting. Amen. It was just one of those nights. I'm not alarmed about this loss. Let's see if you had do you have anything else? Okay.
No, that was it.
That was 2-parter. Yeah, man. Like we said, we addressed it already in the negatives. It's just that's where Spencer Dinwiddie comes in. Yep. That's where he comes in. You're gonna have a guy. You're gonna go back to having a Jason Terry type of guy coming off your bench. Like I said, I've been saying this a million times. Dallas has always been known over their franchise history of having a 6-man, going way back to Jay Vincent. I know, like, I don't know who Jay Vincent is. My old school Mad fans know who he is. Jay Vincent was a guy that could put up 20 off the bench easily. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go back to him all the way to Jason Terry. You always had somebody that comes off the bench and you know is going to give you a consistent 16 to 20 points off the bench. You know that those points are good. If my offense is struggling, I mean, my starters are struggling. I got that guy, and you got the other guys around him that can feed off of that.
You're
We
gonna
don't
usually
have that
have
right now. But
you're
yeah,
gonna
go ahead.
usually have one of the best bench scoring in it. You're probably going to the best bench scoring in the NBA or around the top
Yeah,
every year. Like when JK was in there, that whole run. I mean, not JK, J Terry. That whole run, we had one of the highest scoring benches in the NBA because we had the Jet giving us 20 almost every night off the bench.
yeah.
You got me wanting to get a Nick Van Exel jersey now. Talking about six man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I go back in
Nick
the
Van
day. That was
Exel.
my man, Nick. Man,
Yeah,
damn,
you had Roy Tarpley. You know what I'm saying? Back in the '80s, you always had these
man.
guys, bro. Because that's back before like Derek Harper and them started. Like you had Derek Harper, you had Roy Tarpley, guys like that coming off the bench. Like
Yep.
you always had these guys who come off the bench, man. And like you said, could get you 16 to 20 easily. And you already knew every night, pencil that in. He finna give you that, and we missed that. And I think Jerry Stackhouse, hell,
Jerry
even Vince Carter,
Stackhouse,
his older age. You
Carter.
know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like so. Now you're gonna have that with Spencer Dinwiddie, who's a little bit younger than those guys, and he can fill up the buckets too, man. So come on, we need you, Dinwiddie. We definitely need you, man.
Yeah, we do.
All right, man. So Ben says Dodo, Green, Maxey, and Frank in 93 combined minutes scored 5 points. Yep.
Yeah, it was rough.
3 for 18, 0 for 9 from 3. Man, what's up with Maxey's threes, man? You wanna go ahead and chime on that? Did you call him or what'd you do? You
Nah,
call him. You text
I
him,
don't
man.
know.
You supposed to call him, bro. Don't text him, man.
I feel like he got to get comfortable in his role. I feel like this he was used to starting, I feel like, and now with this bench role and coming in again, he got to get his groove back. I'm not too worried about Maxey though. Man, you already know how it is. Maxey, one of them dudes too. Dorian Finney-Smith had a bad game too. We know it's Maxey, man. Maxey and Dorian Dodo. I can't talk bad about them dudes.
All right, man. Let's see. Bro says not enough consistency around Luka. I've been saying that. Effort in the fourth quarter, but not enough. Yeah. Like I said, Luka almost single-handedly had to pull us out the fire, man.
He almost had 50 again. I was sitting there like, is Luka gonna get 50 again?
Bro, I told Terry that. I said, baby, listen, if they go into overtime again, Luka, matter of fact, Luka would have surpassed that 51. I think he would have had like 55, 56.
Yeah, if he'd have got it to overtime, they would definitely.
Yeah, I think they would have won it for sure.
Damn, they should have probably did a play. Well, they should have probably did a play at the rim, man. Now I'm thinking about
that last shot.
Yeah, they should have probably did a.
Or they should have did it to where like, because it looked like all they did was Luka just came to the ball and he just let him create. They should have found a way to like set a screen for him and kind of free him up a little bit, man, and get a better shot.
Or a fake screen. A fake screen, somebody. See, my thing, fake screen, somebody running around for that lob. Or I'd have did it a little differently, maybe, instead of going for that three. I felt like they didn't want Luka to just eat their hearts out anymore. It was just like, nah, we ain't.
Yeah, like I said, you saw the defensive stance they had on. They had 3 guys on them. They already knew who was getting the ball. You had 3 guys following Luka to the ball. I was just like, yeah, that's.
But Luka probably wanted to win too. Luka probably wanted to shoot the shot and take the shot. He probably asked for it.
Yeah,
knowing this game and this opponent.
All right, man. He had a game with him against him before, so yeah.
Yeah.
Pavel says, "Do you guys think that this was the play they drew up at the end? Dwight wasn't looking, but a quick pass to Dwight right after the end.
Pavel.
Yeah, Pavel. He literally just said that, man. I might need to go back and look at it again. I guess I didn't really pay attention to anybody else. I already knew who was getting the ball, so that's why my focus was on Luka. I was like, what is Luka gonna do?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I don't know. I might have to go back and look at the play again, Pavel, to see where Dwight Powell was. But King kind of said that was exactly what you just said, echoed the same sentiment. So yeah. All right, man. Johnny B said Luka lost the game for us. Bad passes, missed layups, and free throws. I wouldn't say he lost it, Johnny.
Yeah,
like I said, we just rattled off. You just saw, who was it? Was it RC or Pavel or was it VIP? Somebody? No, it's Ben. Ben just rattled off. Matter of fact, let's go back to what Ben just said. This is one of the reasons why you lost right here, Johnny.
Yeah.
This right here. 3 of your key contributors only gave you 5 points and played 93 minutes combined and shot 0 for 9 on threes. That's why you lost.
Hey, let me say this, Johnny, and this. So plus minus, I know it's not a crazy stat, but this is why I can't say Luka lost the game for us, because even his minutes while we were in the game, he was a +8. I mean, for all the time Luka Doncic was on the court, the Mavericks were 8 points better than the LA Clippers.
And not even just a plus minus. Look, eyeball test.
Yeah. I'm just saying he's saying about the bad passes and all. I'm like, the time he was out there, we won. If he'd have played every minute, we'd have won the game by 8. But We ended up losing, so it couldn't have been Luka. We had guys like Josh Green, -13.
Yeah.
Franklin Lakina, when he came in the game, he's supposed to be a spark, -13. The Clippers outscored us by 13 points when them guys were on the court. Like it was the other guys. That was two guys from the bench. That means that once the bench came in the game, it was over.
And
So
remember too, the bench scored 2 points in the
yeah,
first half.
he scored
In
4
one
points in the
half, they
game,
scored 2 points.
and two in other half.
Yeah. So yeah.
They scored 4. Our bench scored 4 points.
As a matter of fact, hold on, Elias, we'll get back to you. See, Johnny, you just mentioned it. The bench scored 4 points. That's why you lost. You know what I'm saying? That's why you lost. He said we definitely needed Dinwiddie and Dragic. They could have been. Yeah, King just said that. He said we could have two creators. Yeah, facilitators. The first and second unit. That way, the offense never. Good night, everybody. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. That's enough said right there. That's enough said right there. King just touched on that. That's it right there, Johnny. That's it right there. King, you got me sold. I want Dragic for sure now. Yeah. Let's go after Aiden in the offseason. Let's get Dragic right now. Because whoever we get on the buyout market is size is not going to be enough. Depending on who is on the buyout market, but yeah.
And one of these guys, let's say, I'll even include Bertans, but I'm not really wanting to include him.
Yeah.
Spencer Dinwiddie, THJ, Jalen Brunson, Goran Dragic. These guys, if they're all on the team, somebody's probably going to step up and have a decent rest of the year. They become that trade bait. We have all those guards at one time. Even if we have like a Goran Dragic, we can sign him and trade him away to another team if somebody wants him or something like that. Like, I just think if it's talent out there to be had that can do something on your team, bring it on as an asset. Like, even if it's not that piece, just bring it on as an asset. And you have Goran Dragic that wants to play for your team, bring him on as an asset so that you could possibly, like, you're going to pay him the low for this year, but say he produces, then you can make the decision to sign and trade or something like that. Like, don't let it go. That's how I feel. Just don't let it go. Trey Burke has been playing awesome for us over this little stretch, I guess, before not really doing anything today. He had two minutes, I think, or something small where they played them. But I just would rather have a Goran Dragic, who's a proven all-star in this league, even at his age, than Trey Burke. I just feel like he can do a little bit more. Even if he's not as much of a microwave as Trey Burke is right now, I just think his other parts of his game are just more important than what he can do. Getting others involved and stuff still when you have Luka and all on the bench. So I just think you should go out to Goran Dragic, man. It's been my opinion since the beginning of the season. I'm still with it.
All right, man. We got a lot more questions to go. It's almost an hour. Let's get to this, man. Yeah. Lyle said Johnny B said, yeah, I don't think it was Luka. It was mostly our bench not being ready to take the baton at the right time. Yeah, man. Like we already touched on that, man. That's really why we lost this game, man. Luka shouldn't have to go out here and score damn near 50 every night, man. Be a team that don't have their two best players. So that's enough said right there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Who is this? Brother-in-law says two teams know each other too well for blowouts. As long as both teams stay the same, these two teams will have playoff-like games every time they play for a couple more years. Yeah, I agree, man. Cheeseball says
that's a hot take, Cheeseball. For what? Why?
Listen,
just came off a 4-game win streak.
Exactly. Come on. This is how I look at it. Jason Kidd didn't go out there and tell Maxey and those guys we just named off to score 5 points and combine 93 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go out there and tell you to miss the shots. Wide open shots, by the way. That's all the players, man. All Jason Kidd can do is put you in the positions. You have to make the shots. Yeah. And if you don't make the shots, that's on you. That's not on the coach. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, hey, if it wasn't for Jason Kidd, we probably would have got blown out worse. We started coming back towards the end of the game to the point we had a chance to win the game. Well, even with all the turnovers and folks not showing up and all that stuff, we still had a chance to win this game.
And we were scoring out of timeouts. And that's what coaches call plays and all that. JK was getting us scoring out of timeouts when we were stopping the Clippers. No. You're not going to get me on that JK train, man.
G-Ball, don't do it, man. Don't you do it. All right, man. Lyle says the lack of big was hurting us. You can see it during the game. Which big would be the best for us at this point? At this point, I don't know, Lyle. I mean, like I said, I would like to see I mean, he's the only true big we have is Boban. I don't. Maybe I hope that kid can kind of go back and look at that, man. Like just like I said, not saying go in there and play 30 minutes like he did in the playoffs with Rick Carlisle, but just play him in certain like tiny little spurts against guys like that. Because guess what? Now who we playing next? Well, they don't have a big. You
Miami.
play small against them, but when you play those teams that are bigger, like the Clippers, who got a guy down there, you know what I'm saying, to where you're taking an extra guy away from the perimeter player because you have a double team Zubac. Zubac's not even a top 10 center in the league, and you're
Yeah.
double teaming this guy as if he's Shaq, and that's because you have the lack of size. It's games like that you put Boban in there to kind of just body him up a little bit, man, and kind of keep him off the board, to keep him off balance and all that stuff. You don't keep rotating, Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell on this guy. He's down there eating them up. So that's like I said, those are games you play Boban's. But right now, Boban. But like we just said a minute ago, I hope that Dallas can kind of look at trying to get DeAndre Ayton.
I mean, we don't even got to get a. Why when the Mavericks play small, can't they like run guys off the court? That's what I think. That's why I said early in the season about the power forward position being so flimsy on this team. If we had a small or a power forward that could actually dribble the ball and all, you could still run Zubac off the court. You feel me? Like even if he's out there dominating because he can't play defense on anyone, so you would run him off the court.
So you trying to say Pascal?
I'm trying. Well, I'm saying in the offseason of the DeAndre Ayton. I'm saying if we just had someone right now as at the like a big guy or somebody that's in a power forward type position that could dribble the ball and do something with it, then we could play small ball with our guys and it wouldn't hurt as much. Like a lot of times this day and age, guys go small against big guys because they have even the Clippers against us when we had Kristaps and all. They played Nicholas Batum at the 5 position because he could dribble at the 5 position and get Kristaps Porzingis in them off the court. We don't have a guy at the bigger positions that can dribble the ball to do anything like that without lack of size. So the lack of size wouldn't be as big of a deal if we had actual skillful guys at those positions.
Yeah, I agree, bro. King, we got a long way to go. All right, man. Ben Price says Clippers are such a deep team. All their role players can drive, dribble, defend, and knock down shots when needed. Scary. They didn't even have Kawhi, Paul George, or Norman Powell. Yeah, we just touched on that. I've been screaming that. That's why I said you could not sleep on this team, man. It's still a good team. It's still a well coached team. They still have some of the principles that Ty Lue instilled in his team, even without their 2 main guys. So yeah,
I still want them, and I still want them in the playoffs. Next,
Pavel says, you have to give them credit. They played very good defense on Luka. His 7 turnovers weren't only errors on Luka, but very good defense for him. Yeah, because he had a lot of passes where he tried to pass and they just cut their passing lanes off and stuff like that. So yeah, you're right, Pavel. All right, man. Johnny B says, Nico can't feel like this team is set because where we are in the standings, I don't think we could beat Utah or Denver with this current roster. I think we could beat Memphis though. Yeah, you just named 2 teams that got centers.
I still think we could beat them. I still think we'll be clicking. I still think we could beat them. And I don't think Nico's set with the team. I
don't think he is either.
We had too many problems. He's patching stuff right now, if that makes sense. He's patching problems and getting rid of stuff before he goes for the
he's trying to position himself pretty much.
Yes, he's positioning himself for that big swing that he's going to take. But right now, this is solving the previous management problems right now. This is what Nico's doing.
Amen. All right, man. Chi-Ball says Nico still has to
fix. Yeah, fix, he means.
I guess he meant fix the last front office mistakes. Yeah, that's what King just said. He said can't do that in half a season. Yeah.
I agree with that, Cheese.
Yeah, that's what like King just said. He just echoed that same sentiment, man. All right, man. Johnny B says he really needs about 2 more pieces, Dragic and legit big man. We be prime for a real playoff run. I agree.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much like King kind of threw out the idea of DeAndre Jordan. I don't know how I feel about that because DeAndre been slacking on defense the last like 5 years.
Since us.
Yeah, since us because that year he was slacking too.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what. Oh
Since
well, yeah,
us. Since he
yeah.
got to us.
So I don't know. Hopefully, man, we can find something in the buyout market that can help us out, man, because we really need some size. But yeah, Dragic would definitely help out. Definitely with some scoring, and he will help cut down some of those turnovers too. So
Yep.
that'd be important. All right, man. Pavel says, Johnny, come on, don't do that. I think he jumped. Said Johnny B. I agree. I didn't like that. We're set. Comment by Nico. They should upgrade in that buyout market.
Yeah. Nico said we were set. His
Yeah, he told
comment.
me that.
He might be lying though. Like I'm saying, I
Yeah,
told y'all before, never trust what the Mavericks tell the media. They aren't allowed to get info out to the media. I think Mark Cuban finds guys when info gets out. They said they weren't going to trade anyone. Remember, I told y'all, oh, they're going to make a big trade. They're going to make a big trade. It's going to happen. Nico has to. They got him for a reason. I'm still thinking they're going to go and try it. I don't think it's over.
not only that, y'all got to think about it too. Whenever you hear Dallas make these trades, we always hear it like right before they're about to make the trade. All these other teams you're hearing like, oh, there's rumors that they're like we heard for about a week that James Harden was going to Philadelphia for
Longer than that, about a
yeah,
month.
well yeah, longer than that. So you heard these rumors. You don't hear rumors like that about Dallas because usually when you hear, I mean, it's just about to happen. We heard about him getting ready, KP going to the Raptors. That was a few hours before he actually got traded.
Yep.
So that's with Dallas. You don't not gonna really know anything until it actually happens most of the time. This is how they've been, even with Donnie.
Yep.
This is how they've been under Mark Cuban's watch. He does not like. He even said before, I do not want my guys leaking any information to Woj or anybody else.
Nope.
We keep it in house until it actually happens. All right. Sorry, King. I know I'm rambling, but we're gonna get through these. Pavel said, "Let Trey Burke and Sterling Brown go. Pick up Dragic and
They cut Robin Lopez. Robin in the market. Is that true?
Wait,
Hold up, Pavel.
Pavel.
Is that? Are you on to something right now, Pavel? Is Robin Lopez in the market? If Robin Lopez is in the market, yes, and yes.
Pavel, did you just break some news?
That is huge, Pavel. If that is true, that is huge. And yes, I agree with that 100%. That exact move. You let both of those guys go for those two guys, and you're a contender this year.
Wait, Robin Lopez got traded?
I don't know if he got traded. Maybe, and I guess they're going to buy him out.
I know he was in Orlando.
Hey, man, if they buy him out, the Mavericks better go get him.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Mavericks better get him. There you go. Instead of DeAndre Jordan, there you go.
Yes, I would take that over DeAndre. I don't care. Nope. Every day, twice on Sunday, bro.
That's the move.
Yeah, Johnny B said, same thing Johnny B said. I would agree with that. I would not be mad at that. Bruh, I did not know that. Pat was why I love you, man. Why I love you. I'll be dropping knowledge. I like that. Like RCA says, the rest really let them play for most of the game. Dudes getting straight assaulted and no whistles. Crazy. Yeah. RCA, listen. Like I said, we try not to complain about the referees on this show, but sometimes it's hard. There's 2 games in a row that they called a flagrant and it's or attempted to call a flagrant on a call that was not there. Like I said, Maxey, they claim he cocked his hand back and swung at his head. Jalen Brunson is falling from getting fouled, and they call an offensive foul on him for poking a guy inadvertently in the eye.
As he pushes him. So the foul happened already.
Luka got bodied so many times going to the lane. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. And I told you before, too, in a few videos, Jalen Brunson is getting beat up when he goes to the hole.
I told you. Man.
No calls. And so I agree with you, RCA, man. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. The referees, man. It's getting ridiculous. It's starting to get very obvious, too, man. It's starting to go back to the days when Dirk was playing, when Dallas wasn't getting no calls.
Yeah, back when they didn't like Mark Cuban.
Yeah, back when they didn't like Mark Cuban.
But RCA, what's up? I agree.
All right, man. Ben said he's missed JJ. Yeah, man.
Hey, JJ.
Spark plug.
That's my wife's favorite player. Favorite man of all time.
RCA says everyone talking about hope for Dragic on the buyout, but I'm looking for a team to buy out a solid bid because that is glaring, missing the piece, missing piece for us. Like you said, RCA, like Pavel just said, I would take Robin Lopez right now. Right now. You don't think we could have used Robin Lopez tonight against Zubac?
Yes, we could have. I'm down. He sold me. I'm done. I'm behind that 100%. That's going on We Talk Mavs, Pavel, just letting you know. I'm going to give you credit, too.
Yeah, we definitely get credit. So Israel said big. Yeah, we definitely need a big, Israel. We definitely need a big, man. All right, man. Ben Price says anyone but DeAndre Jordan.
That's all I thought was
Please,
available.
no, please, no. That's what I said, Ben. Bro, I don't want DeAndre Jordan, bro. We can find.
I don't want him either. But
Hey, Pavel made me feel a whole lot better when he said Robin Lopez, bro. That's who they all need to go after, man. They need to. Now you know what I think will happen. They'll probably cut Boban and sign him.
yes, well, yes. So you can still choose to keep Sterling Brown or Trey Burke if you go that route and cut Boban. Yes, I'm down with that too because he's done after this year. Boban's a free agent after this year too, right?
Yeah, he a free agent.
Yeah, so yeah,
You don't sign a 1-year contract.
Yeah,
Ben says, "Give Chris on stilts. Give me Chris on stilts before
Jordan.
The Jordan. Oh my god!
If Chris will play again and give any effort,
and then we got RC laughing at that. Yeah, man. Jesus. Raymond said, "What do y'all think about the KP trade? Love it, Raymond. Listen,
yes,
if you didn't see our last video, Raymond, go back and look at our last video, man. We went over it at nauseam, man. Listen, we love that trade. You finally get KP's huge contract off the books, and you break it down to 2 small contracts, which will be easier to move individually. You know what I'm saying? And so you get those guys' value up, you can move them a whole lot easier than $135 million contract. So you got this 15, or whatever it is. You can move those a whole lot easier, and you only have 2 years left on their contract, so it'd be a whole lot easier to move those guys, get their value up a whole lot easier than KP's 35.
Yeah.
All right. So Johnny B says, I hear Gary Harrison is getting bought out. I think I'd take him over Dragic. King? I did. Listen, this is why I love the Glow Gang, man. Y'all out here dropping gems. I didn't know this. I didn't know this stuff.
Johnny B, on paper, I'd take Gary Harris over Dragic because with if he plays that 2-man on a bench with Spencer Dinwiddie, you got a defender and a scorer out there at the same time. I want to see Dragic with Luka.
I know.
I want to see the special connection between Dragic and Luka on that court.
As much as you talk about it, bro, now I'm curious about that now.
Go watch them old highlights of them playing together and all on a national team and things like that. Like they had a connection. Luka played his best off ball. Like that's why they thought he was a great off ball player because he played off ball with Goran Dragic, and for some reason they had a connection where it worked. So I just want to see it again. If Gary Harris we got him instead of Dragic, I'm not mad.
So okay, only thing about Gary Harris, he's not consistent. That's the only thing.
He'll defend off the bench.
Okay, so the question is, can he be consistent if you're not asking a lot from him?
He should be. Just ask him to defend.
Yeah, he will be Frank.
But I feel like he actually may have better handling of the game and playmaking than Frank. If that makes sense? I think he's a little bit better than Frank on that level. So I think he'd be a defender. He can dribble the ball a little bit. Like it's not like he can't dribble it. And Spencer would be the scorer off the bench. So I like it. I like it. For Trey Burke, I like it. I don't need Trey Burke anymore. We have Spencer Dinwiddie. There's no need for Trey Burke anymore. I'm sorry to say. There's no need for him.
Like I told you before, Spencer is 6'5" too. He's 6'5", bro. All right, Pavel says, you know what's interesting? I was listening to the stories in Giannis's book, and they describe J. Kidd's coaching style as a psychological warfare. Yeah, that makes sense with this team isn't built for defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta be tough minded to take J. Kidd. J. Kidd is one of those coaches where he's going to tell you the truth and he's going to give you tough love. So he's probably out there telling guys, you're not good enough to do this because he knows he's going to push the button to make them the best they can be. So that seems like that's his pushing style when he's got these guys playing at a different level. So I mean, Giannis, all those guys, they always give J.K. credit. I remember Giannis at the podium accepting his trophy. I mean, having his trophy, talking to the media, and one of the first names he thanked was Jason Kidd.
Yep.
So,
all right, man. I guess Pavel had defense, and it's part 2 of his question or to comment. He said, and when KP bruised, he said, I don't think it's a comfortable thing or maybe pain tolerance. Yeah.
KP though, man.
Yeah.
Did KP play tonight?
No. So one of the reasons why the 2 players couldn't play tonight is because KP didn't pass his physical yet. So he's still holding. He's still hindering us while he's on another team.
KP may not even. So you saying it's not even a guarantee KP on their team yet? He could
Well, they
still.
said for sure Dallas, the two guys we got are gonna play this Tuesday. They're gonna play Tuesday. They already announced it.
Okay, so he did pass his physical now. You saying?
I guess so. I remember the stories I was hearing that he didn't pass his physical yet for it to kind of officially go through.
I got you.
And so that's why those two guys didn't fit. They were ready to play, as you saw on the bench. They were ready to play. It's just it's KP holding up the trade or whatever. So
KP done. KP done too. Y'all go listen to KP's press conference about him with the
I
Wizards.
heard it today.
Where he gave Luka and them respect, and then he started talking about that he was going to play whatever team ball he can do, maybe a little different. And then he started talking about I'm a little older now. KP like 26.
Well, you're 3 years old, KP. Calm down.
He's like 26 years old talking about I'm old now, whatever, 27, something like that. Yeah, Kate, I'm telling y'all, that was an excellent trade. Y'all gonna see.
All right, man. So Israel says, I can't pronounce his first name, but Ding, yeah.
Gorgie Dang.
Yeah, Gorgie Ding, that's right. Now, if you gave me the option of him and Robert Lopez, I would take Lopez.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ding, you know what? Ding can shoot threes a little bit. I learned that earlier this year. He can stretch the floor a tiny bit. I'm not saying he's Dirk or nothing, but he can shoot threes a little bit.
Do you think this is the question? You think Ding would have stopped Zubac?
I'm trying to. I don't watch enough of Ding to know what his game is.
You don't think so?
I know Robin Lopez though.
So Robin Lopez. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying Robin Lopez, because I don't feel like Ding would have stopped him.
Yeah, you might be right. So Pavel says I'm going to pay more attention to that psychological warfare from him. Yeah. All right, man. Ben says Atlanta might not want to keep Capella. They have how you pronounce that name?
Yannick. Yeka. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah,
I know who the guy is though, the young guy.
Yeah, the young center. Said doing bits on defense for them and her. Capella is causing issues. I used to want Capella, man. Would you want him now?
No.
I
don't want Capella because Capella makes too much money. He's a starting center, and for him to be a starting so Robin Lopez can be situational.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy him out, you have to play Clint Capella all the time because of his contract, and the spacing would be horrible for Luka. Like Luka would get that'd be hard, man. I'm just saying because Clint Capella can do nothing offensively but at the rim.
Yeah. All right, man. VIP says good morning to all. Good morning, VIP.
VIP.
All right, man. Live says for some unknown reason, I feel like Bertans will shock everyone. Listen, y'all heard us. I know we're gonna be. I know we sound like a broken record when we say these things, but he did not play with a player like Luka in Washington. And I don't know if y'all heard the article or the news that came out of him saying that one of the main reasons why things didn't work out in Washington because a lot of players were fighting over minutes.
Yep.
There was a lot of bickering in the locker rooms. I remember I told you, King, I was listening to different podcasts from different cities and stuff about their teams, and one of the teams I listened to was Washington. They're trying to get an idea of what they think about the KP trade, and they said that in that podcast. See, it's a lot of turmoil and stuff going on in this locker room in Washington. We don't have that in Dallas. And you heard these guys, they're excited to be here. They're glad to be in a better situation. Absolutely. And they said that.
I think Bertans gonna give us like 12 to 15 points a game.
Listen, Bertans is gonna get so many wide open. Look at the wide open shots everybody else here is getting.
So I'm saying he's gonna get like 12 to 15 points a game, like 4 threes by Bertans. Y'all gonna
be get them Reggie points.
Yeah. You gonna get the maxi points. He's maxi. So when I'm telling you this, the way Nico is building this team, we have like a second option for everyone. Yep. So now when Maxi gets 0 points and he couldn't be called, you got Bertans out there that can shoot at the same position. So I think he's gonna be big as well, Liz.
All right, man. Got a few more to go here. VIP says kid needs to talk to the Mavs player, Josh Green. Yeah, man. Like I said, Josh Green had a lot of bonehead plays today, man. He's still young and learning, man. Everybody, it wasn't a great game for a lot of players tonight, to be fair, man. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna jump on Josh. Johnny B said, but how would we pay Ayton? We strapped for cash and he's due for a contract and JB.
we going to be over the salary. We're going to be in the luxury tax next year. But we'll have enough players to trade, meaning that if we
It'll
have
have to be a sign and trade.
yes, we'd have players already that could possibly get contracts and all. Because even if we sign like a Goran Dragic in a buyout, we still have his bird rights, so maybe we could sign him to another contract. So like little stuff like that where you make the money work. If DeAndre Ayton wants to come, you guys have seen superstars. If DeAndre Ayton says he wants to come to the Dallas Mavericks next year, they'll find some way to put pieces together to give enough money to give the Phoenix Suns for DeAndre Ayton.
I think the only issue that with that is he's going to be a restricted free agent. That's the only issue. And so, well, yeah, because like I said, restricted free agent means you can do a sign and trade or whatever. So yeah, if they decide they want to come to another team, but yeah.
But they're not going to max him, no matter what. Even though he's restricted,
Yeah,
if another team says max, they can't. They're not going to max it. They're not going to match it. It's done.
All right. Pavel says, LOL, Luka walked to the scores table at 11 minutes in the fourth quarter.
He had to come back in early.
He had to come back in there, man. Because I think they say he damn near sat out the whole third quarter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had enough energy to come in there and play that whole fourth. Jigglypuff, what's good, man? He said, refs are always trash when we play the Clippers. Yeah, man. It reminds me of back in the day, man, with Dirk and then we play the Lakers. This is what that reminds me of. He's like, all of a sudden, these calls that we normally get, we can't get them with the Lakers. It's like, okay, well, I go back to my you a superstar, you get the calls. I'm not a superstar, I don't get the call, but we both did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So Ben said yes. Anyway, to that question, you
get the Maxi. Maxi 0 points. You're right. We tried to call him Ben. Yes, thank you, Ben.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, VIP. My bad. Yeah, Maxi 0 points, 22. Yeah, man, that's true. So yeah, Ben said yes, and then VIP says Frank Ntilikina. Yeah, man, it was all bad. VIP, it was all bad, man. A lot of players did not show up today, man. All right, man. Live says you guys know what the hell is going on with the NBA. Why is it so soft compared to the 90s? 90s to the 2010s. They are raining texts across. Oh my god, yeah, man. Raining texts across the NBA for simple coughs and sneezes, just taking the fun out of the game. Yeah. We talked about that, man. Like I said, Jalen Brunson gets fouled, and they call it off. They call a flagrant foul because his finger accidentally poked. Who was it? Marcus Morris in the eye. Yeah. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, this is getting ridiculous. But yeah, man, you're right, Lies. You're definitely right, man.
True.
All right, man. He wanted to say this too. He said, I wish we had Time Lord on our team. It would be incredible. Who was Time Lord again?
I have no clue, Lies. Tell us who Time Lord is.
You tell us who Time Lord is, man. I forgot who that was. It ain't sound familiar though. All right, he said, where is Bob O'Karras, an NBA biggest draft visionist? He probably somewhere sitting back chilling, man. Just follow him on Twitter. He always tweeting something out, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he said they look so sloppy tonight. They did, man. They did. They really did look sloppy. Like I said, it just you also got to give. I know y'all don't want to admit this, but we got to give credit to the Clippers, man. They played good defense tonight.
Yeah.
You kind of took Luke out the game a little bit there in the seventh. In the third quarter when he had those 7 turnovers, man. So you definitely got to give the Clippers some type of props on that, man.
Yeah.
And it felt like a playoff game, so they had time to adjust, knowing they had to play them again today. So, all right, Frank, give me Trey Burke instead of a little bit.
That's you, bro.
He looks like he never seen a basketball.
He don't like Frank.
Trash on fast break.
I don't like Frankie. Rather had Trey, man. That's yours,
man. I mean, I can't argue with him. Because I just said that a minute ago, the beginning of the video, I was talking about the fast breaks. It was Dodo messed up. Josh Green messed up. Frank messed up. And it's like, what are we doing on fast breaks? And it's like, you see the Clippers are going on a little mini run. Let's just slow the pace, slow it down, get a ball of Luka, and let's get a play in, man, and try to get a score in real quick. Because you haven't scored, and that's like 2 or 3 minutes. Let's slow it down, man, and get a good bucket in. Those guys went back to back, man, and just messed it up on a fast break. So yeah, almost you're right. I mean, you're right, man.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go real quick. Trey Burke is more valuable right now than Frank.
It looks like
if we get Dragic with having Spencer Dinwiddie, and I feel like Frank will be more valuable than Trey.
You know what? I think because Frank's contract, I think, is not fully guaranteed, so I think he probably will get cut over Trey.
He could over Trey. Yep, him and
Yeah.
Boban. Get him, cut him.
All right. Pavel says, "Yeah, cut Boban, hire him as an emotional support."
I mean, Pavel be
Bro,
keeping
yeah,
it real, though.
well.
He always got the real takes, man. I
Hey,
respect Pavel.
let me read the rest. Emotional support animal sign Robin in the buyout, then target Aiden in the offseason. Yeah, let's go. I hope the front office is listening here. Great show, guys. Good night. Appreciate it, Pavel, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Oh man, I like that, man. I like that. VIP says man should have player like Bobby Portis. Wait, where Bobby Portis at?
He's still in the
Okay.
Bucks.
He didn't get bought out, did he?
I don't think so. Bobby Portis still
Listen,
good.
y'all throwing names out. I'm asking questions now,
Yeah.
man. After what Pavel said, I'm asking questions. Who else getting bought out? Because anybody but DeAndre Jordan. Oh my God. All right. Pavel says if Bertans and Reggie on the floor at the same time, defense going to be real hesitant to double Luka on the drop. Yeah.
Who you telling, Pavel?
Listen, do not look at Bertans this year shooting 30%. I'm telling y'all, look at the whole entire totality. Look at the whole body of work. We talking about a dude that shoots anywhere from low 40 to mid 40% on threes for his career. He's done this consistently before this whole little stint with Washington. So that is the Bertans we talking about. We're gonna get right here. That's who I believe we're gonna get with Luka.
I like the press conference. From what I've seen in the press conference and what I heard, I think they're gonna come in and do what they got to do. I'm excited to see him play.
Yeah, me too. I'm ready to see the things fly, man. Johnny B, y'all totally against trading Josh? Johnny, you know me. You know me. I trade anybody, except for Luka. I trade anybody. Now, King, I know King got his. He just ordered his Josh Green jersey, man. It should be coming through Amazon in the next 5 minutes. So King's on deck to get his Josh Green jersey. You need to ask him that question.
Johnny, I'm not totally against going. I said a few times now.
Oh yeah, I'm bad. You're right.
Get rid of Josh when he was at his highest. I felt like people were seeing him, and you could have got rid of him then. But I still think Josh got a future. We're going through the hardships right now. This is times we didn't get during his rookie year. I'm okay. I'm okay with Josh. He's going to learn from that. He tried to do a one-man fast break. That's stuff he never tried to do before. So I still think this is the processes of him actually becoming a better player. I'm fine with Josh Green doing this stuff.
All right. So like I said, Tom Lloyd is the center from the Celtics.
I'd absolutely take Robert Williams III. Yes, sir.
But man, Celtics not giving him up.
No way.
When they were talking about making trades, that was one of the names the Celtics front office said, nope, you're not getting him.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now, if we had a chance, I'd definitely take matter of fact, when his contract up?
He was a rookie. He was just drafted like a year or two ago, wasn't he? So he still got a few years.
He went in the Luka draft?
Was he in Luka's draft? I thought it was the year after. It may have been Luka's draft. If he was, then he's
can one of y'all look that up real quick? Can Pavel, somebody, one of y'all look that up real quick and let us know when?
If he is,
when was Robert or Elias? Let us know when Robert Williams was drafted. Cause I definitely want to see that, man. I wonder if he'd be a free agent. That'd be a nice little pickup. He'd be cheap too.
I am not doing that, Johnny. I'm not waiving Josh Green.
No. I wouldn't waive him, man. I wouldn't waive him. He's more of a contributor than say like a Trey Burke or somebody like that, or hell, even a Sterling Brown. You got Sterling Brown sitting on the bench. What he doing? He collecting dust and a paycheck.
Yeah, and plus Sterling came from another team, and Josh Green is a homegrown guy. Like you don't give up on your homegrown guys that quick. Yeah,
I'd rather have him, man. All right, man. I think it's the last one. We finally made it, King. Here we go. He said Johnny B. Jalen got his first tech of his career on a foul against the dirtiest player in the league, especially versus Luka. Yeah, we talked about that, Johnny. That's why I said I was confused on that. When I saw that, I thought like maybe they were trying to review and see if Marcus Morris had did something a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
And then he come back, Jalen Brunson with the flagrant. For what? For getting fouled? I was like, oh my God, bro.
I 100% agree, but I'm so ready for this Pavel answer that he just threw in real quick because I have something big to say about that one.
Go ahead, man.
2018, you guys say, so that's the same year Luka Doncic was drafted, which means Robert Williams is going to be a free agent or fight for some type of free agency. We could get Robert Williams. I believe we can.
I think he'll be cheaper than DeAndre Ayton.
Yep, but I know who we had to give up to get him.
Who?
Jalen Brunson. Boston Celtics would take Jalen Brunson for Robert Williams. And there you go. That's the end of the show. I'm just letting you know.
I do that one though, bro.
Hey, I'm not saying I would either yet. I'm just letting you know. You know what? I would do it. I do it.
Cause you got Spencer. You know, ever since you got Spencer, bro, you've been acting real brand new, man.
Well, I ain't acting brand new. It's not even brand new about JB not being nice. Is that we really do need a center.
Yeah. Oh my God,
I really want somebody to get his 10 rebounds a game, and without JB, if Spencer could do with what JB does, like not even give me Spencer where he's like being the guy on the team and all. If he could do what JB is doing right now, and we can get Robert Williams, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, and Johnny says, excuse me, he said maybe Bertans can be our Pager. Okay.
I think
because if y'all remember, all he could do is shoot too. Yeah, he said, yeah, he could guard. He couldn't guard a practice cone, but he was effective. Yeah, that's what King been saying.
I think he'll be better than Pager though. I think I still think he's young enough to still do more. Pager was like the last run of his career. I think he did retire after that year, right? That was his last year he played with us.
Last year.
Yeah, Pager could barely
said, I'm out.
Pager could barely move out there. Like he had spurts. Like that Lakers series, that game 7.
Game 7, no, game 4.
Oh, it was game 4. I'm sorry. Damn, we didn't go 7 games. What am I talking about? We swept Kobe.
I was like, Kobe didn't wish they went 7.
But they only talk about that one. But yeah. Pager had a big game that game, and it was awesome for us. But like that was it basically. He gave us that one burst. I think Bertans will have more than one game for us. Like I think he'll be out there and actually shoot the rock. Like,
man, we gotta wait till Tuesday for this, man. I'm ready, man.
It might not look too great on Tuesday. I'm not even gonna like. So don't get. I just mad, everybody. I want to see
it start kind of happening or whatever.
I just don't want I just want everybody, all the MFFLs and all, and the Glow gang to get all mad.
We had that one game, that first game.
Yeah, if it looks rough. These guys have had no practices together or anything like that. Like this is going to be throwing you straight in there with a new team and all. So don't get too heated or too excited or too heated by what happens against the Miami Heat.
I agree, man. All right, and VIP sent this in. He said, but the Mavs have Theo Pinson. Do not forget who chose him. Kid.
He's big for the team right now, allegedly. They say he's like one of the biggest dudes. Yeah, but isn't he? Is he the 2-way? We can't cut him, right? Yeah, so it wouldn't even make a difference.
I don't think that would count as a full roster spot.
That's what I'm saying. So he's doing his job. Supposedly, he's like the biggest guy on the bench and one of the biggest guys in the locker room and all. And it's been like that supposedly his whole career so far. So, I mean, he's doing his job as a 2-way guy. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. He may get some time and may do something in the playoffs or so. He'll have probably a game where he comes out there and give us 8 points or something.
Nice side wing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's going to probably do it for us. I'd like to thank y'all for rocking with us tonight, man. That was another long one after a heartbreaking loss tonight to the dreaded, the most hated Los Angeles Clippers, but it was still an entertaining game. We still got to see Luka do his thing. And like I said, guys, we're just glad to see y'all guys here rocking with us, man. We appreciate the Glow gang out there doing their thing and supporting the channel and interacting with the channel, man, helping us to grow our content and stuff like that, man. We definitely appreciate y'all. If you guys are new to the channel, if you checking us out for the first time, go ahead and do us a huge favor, guys. If you want more content just like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell. So whenever we drop a new video, you guys will see it. And so also, if you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. We definitely need the likes to help us build up our algorithm so we can get our videos out more for other Mav fans to catch us and see us. And also can join our Glow gang here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel. King, you got anything you want to add, man?
KP for 3 GGs.
Who? Okay, you keep saying his name. I don't know who you talking about, bro.
Some guy, man.
You got some picture or something so I can know who you're talking about. One more thing, I sent you something on Twitter. Okay, appreciate it, Ben. Appreciate it.
We'll check it out.
We'll check it out. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, also, Ben, thank you Follow us here on Twitter at We Talk Mavs, guys. Y'all can definitely interact with us on there. Um, we're starting to slowly build that up too. Also, guys, uh, I can't tell them right now. I forgot what it was offhand. The We Talk NBA channel now has a Twitter page now. Shout out to Daryl, man. That's his show.
Shout
Me
out
and
to
King,
Daryl.
we join that show every once in a while too, man, to kind of talk NBA stuff, man. Just the whole totality of the NBA. But of course, y'all know we do all Mavs over here, baby. We Mavs. So like I said, we appreciate y'all guys supporting the channel, man. We really do. We're still growing. We're slowly but surely we're moving up, guys. We're trying to get to a point where we can start doing giveaways. Like I know King brought that up before, guys. Just we're definitely trying, man. We're definitely trying. We hope you guys are enjoying. Go
We're
ahead,
trying
King.
to get to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. 1,000 subscribers is our goal. We ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go
definitely our
small. We're
growth.
gonna go big. We're going 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So help us out. Share this video. Share. Don't be afraid to share it as much as you can. Share it anywhere you think people will want to see it. Just on your timeline, your friends' timeline, in a group, Reddit, a different social media. Just share it, y'all. Please. We
Yes,
ask.
please share, guys. Please share. Hold on, Laz got one more too. Before you guys go, how should we approach the next game?
Defense, team ball, normal Mavs play before these
I'm
last two
telling you
games.
right now, it's gonna be physical. Miami's a physical team. They definitely gonna test Luca out there, man. I don't know. It's gonna really depend on too how the referees are gonna call this game. If they let him play, I think we'll be okay. If they kind of sway more to Miami because they have the reputation of being a physical team, then it might be a long night for the Mavericks. But we definitely need the team. We're gonna need everybody on deck on this one. The defense was okay tonight. Like I said, I mean, I know they still shot over 52% from the field, but they did hold them to 31%
Excuse
on
me.
threes. And so if those guys can hit their shots, hopefully Spencer. Like I know Spencer's not gonna go ahead and drop 30. I mean, it'd be nice if he did,
You
but
might.
I know he's probably not gonna drop 30. But just kind of help, kind of add some points for this team. Then I think they should be okay against Miami.
Yeah, I think they make shots. They should win the game.
Yep. And then Johnny B says, "Good night, my guys." Hashtag Glow Gang. Yes, sir.
Jeez, Johnny. Thank you. Good night.
Appreciate it. Good night to everyone out there.
Yes.
The next game is on Tuesday. Like you said, we play the Miami Heat. That's going to be a 6:30 game. So chances are, guys, we're going to probably start the video probably around maybe 10 o'clock or 10:30 that day.
And isn't it happy big birthday to my partner Rel? Isn't it your B day, bro?
Oh man, it's my birthday. Yes,
It
yes,
is
it is my
now his
birthday,
B
man.
day. It just happened at midnight y'all time, y'all. So it's
Yes,
like
sir. So I'm about to
happy
go
birthday.
downstairs. Terry bought me some cake. I'm about to give me a slice. It's now officially my birthday, man. I appreciate that, man. I do
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
And enjoy your Valentine's Day, please, everybody.
Yeah, if you got your
Think about
significant
loved
others,
ones,
man,
whatever.
enjoy your Valentine's Day.
Yep.
But like I said, we will be back on Tuesday, man, after the Mavs play the Miami Heat. And with all that being said, guys, it is your boy Real. I got my boy King, and we will be back on Tuesday, same Mav time, same Mav channel. Happy Valentine's Day, and we will catch you. I appreciate that, fellas. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. All right, guys. We will see you guys here on Tuesday. Go
Peace.
Mavs.